We're born into a world that tells us how to be good. They say, be polite, be agreeable, and be nice. They say, don't rock the boat, stay humble, and blend in. From day one, they ask you to shrink yourself, dim your fire, swallow your truth, and whatever you do, for the love of God, don't be selfish. But what if I told you that this version of good, this sugar-coated obedience they call virtue, is exactly what's keeping you from becoming your person? What if being polite is the poison killing your power? What if being nice is just another cage dressed up as character? And what if being bad, or at least what they call bad, is actually the key to living a life that's real, raw, and unapologetically yours? Yeah. Buckle the hell up, because we're about to tear down everything you've ever been taught about morality, identity, and what it really means to be free. Let's start with some cold, hard, societal truth. Sociologists have studied this for decades. What we call good isn't universal, it's constructed. Being good isn't some sacred moral truth. It's a system, a cage, a tool. It's what your society has decided helps keep people in line. French sociologist Michel Foucault broke it down with the concept of the panopticon, a structure where you behave, not because someone's watching, but because you think someone might be. So you internalize the watcher, you police yourself, and that little voice in your head, the one whispering, don't speak up or they'll think you're difficult. Don't want too much, it's greedy. Don't walk away, that's mean. Yeah, that voice, that's not you, that's programming. You've been domesticated like a wild animal taught to heel, to roll over, to play dead. And here's the kicker, these rules weren't made for your growth. They weren't made to lift you. They were made to manage you. Good people. They're obedient. Good people. They sacrifice. They say yes, while their soul is screaming no. Fuck that. You weren't born to be good. You were born to be whole. Now let's talk about the real war, the one raging inside you. Carl Jung, the godfather of depth psychology, gave us the concept of the shadow self. All the parts of you that you've been taught to hide, your anger, your lust, your hunger for power, your selfishness, your pride. But here's the brutal truth. Suppressing your shadow doesn't make it disappear, it makes it rot. It grows in the dark, twisted, bitter, and dangerous. Think about how many good people explode out of nowhere. The polite girl who breaks down crying at a family dinner, the quiet guy who suddenly ghosts everyone and disappears, the people who smile through pain until it turns into rage. Psychologist Carl Rogers once said, "What is most personal is most universal." We all have these raw, dark parts, and repressing them doesn't make you moral. It makes you miserable. Living your full potential means integrating your shadow, owning your rage, welcoming your ambition, not letting your shame run the show. To live fully, you have to reclaim the parts of you that society has labeled bad. You have to become dangerous, not to hurt others, but to protect yourself, to carve out your truth, to command your space in the world. All right, let's drop down from the mind and talk about the body. Because when you suppress your truth, your desires, your rage, your boundaries, your body fucking knows. That tight jaw, that gnawing in your gut, the migraines, the chronic fatigue that makes life feel like wading through wet cement. That's not just stress. That's your truth trying to scream its way out. Dr. Gabor Mate, one of the leading voices on trauma and chronic illness, spells it out. People-pleasing makes you sick. Self-abandonment. It wrecks your nervous system, your immune system, shot, cortisol, through the roof, digestion, sluggish as hell, energy, gone. Why? Because the body keeps the fucking score. Every time you fake a smile, every time you say yes when your soul is begging for a no, your body calls you out, hard. Here's the truth, being bad isn't about being cruel, it's about being honest. It's about letting your yes be a full-bodied fuck yes, and letting your no slam like a steel door. Your body, it thrives in authenticity. It breathes easier when you stop betraying yourself. It softens when you start respecting your limits. It heals when you stop lying for the sake of being liked. Being bad, it's fucking healthy. Let's talk real fucking life. Think of the people who actually changed the damn world. Martin Luther King Jr. To the system, he wasn't a saint, he was a threat, a rebel, a radical. Rosa Parks? She didn't quietly comply, she refused, she disobeyed. Steve Jobs? Not nice, not easy. He was difficult, obsessive, intense. Frida Kahlo? Emotional, loud, wild, too much, and fucking legendary for it. These people didn't change shit by being agreeable. They didn't move history by being polite. They weren't nice. They were necessary. You don't build an empire by playing it safe. You don't shatter generational chains by smiling through silence. You don't save your own soul by fitting in. You grow the second you stop giving a fuck what people expect from you. Let me say that again. Louder. For the ones still stuck in performance mode, your highest self does not live inside their expectations. That relationship you stayed in because you didn't want to hurt them. It killed your spark. That job you kept because you didn't want to disappoint your parents. It buried your dreams. That version of you performed just to avoid rejection. That's not you. It's a costume, and it's suffocating you. Being bad? It's not about hurting others. It's about finally choosing yourself, even if it makes the world uncomfortable. Let's flip this whole goddamn narrative. Being bad, it doesn't mean cruel. It doesn't mean heartless. It means you're honest, unapologetic, alive. It means you say what the fuck you mean. You know what the hell you want. You make choices that reflect your truth, not their expectations. It looks like this. Saying no without softening it. No smile, no excuse, just no. Walking away from relationships that drain you, even if they call you selfish. Demanding what you're worth without guilt. Owning your sexuality without shame, without hiding, without compromise. Setting fire to what no longer serves you and never looking back. Because in a sick society, health looks like rebellion. In a world full of masks, authenticity looks rude. And in a culture of cowards, courage looks like sin. But here's the truth that'll rattle every cage they tried to keep you in. This kind of badness is holy, it's sacred, it's healing, it's yours. When you stop performing as their version of good, you finally become your version of free. And that's the most dangerous fucking thing you can be. Let's not pretend the stakes are low. If you keep choosing to be good, here's what you really risk: losing yourself. You forget who the hell you are because you've spent your entire life performing for everyone else. Lifelong resentment. You smile on the outside, but inside, you're seething. Boiling over with the words you never said, the boundaries you never drew, wasted potential. You'll die with your best ideas, your truest self, your wildest dreams still locked inside you, buried under years of approval-seeking emptiness. You'll tick off every box they gave you, nice job, nice house, nice life, and still feel like something's missing because the box was never fucking yours to begin with. Let's be real. Being good is killing people, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and yes, even physically. You were never meant to be docile. You were never meant to live your life pleasing others. You were never meant to shrink. You were meant to be whole, and wholeness, that includes the fire, the edge, the hunger, the wild, the fucking mess, all of it. That's your birthright. That's your power. Want to know what full potential looks like? It's not some cookie-cutter morning routine or a vision board plastered with gold foil quotes. No, it's this. You walk into a room and own it. No shrinking, no apologizing. You take up space, and you fucking own it. You say no, and you mean it. No guilt, no second guessing, just pure unapologetic boundaries. You chase what you want unapologetically. You don't hold back. You don't shrink into the background. You burn the damn rule book. No more living by their expectations. No more following a script that doesn't fit. You're not afraid to be disliked. Because at the end of the day, you know that their opinion, it's none of your business. You live for you, not for their approval. Fuck their standards. You set yours. You can't do any of that if you're still trying to be good. Your full potential is waiting on the other side of the moment you finally say, fuck this. I'm done being what they want. Final words: be the villain in their story to be the hero in yours. If choosing yourself makes you the villain in their story, so be it. Every legend was someone else's nightmare. Every free soul had to break someone else's illusion. You don't owe the world your silence, your sacrifice, or your suffering. You owe yourself everything. So go be bad. Be bold. Be loud. Be honest. Be wild. Be fucking free. And watch what happens when you finally stop apologizing for who you are. They'll call you selfish. They'll call you difficult. They'll call you crazy. But you'll call yourself home.